Profiles of gangstalking perpetrators. Why do everyday people participate in the gangstalking of innocent people? Here are a few examples. John is a middle-aged man who works as a security guard at a local mall. He was recruited into a gang stalking group by a coworker who told him about the fun they have with harassing and intimidating targeted individuals. John enjoys the power and control he feels over the victims and often brags to his friends about the stunts he has pulled. Samantha is a young woman in her 20s who works as a bartender. She was approached by a group of people at a party who offered her money to participate in gang stalking activities. Samantha initially thought it was a joke, but became intrigued by the idea of being part of something secretive and dangerous. She enjoys the thrill of following and harassing the victims and takes pleasure in their fear and desperation. Tom is a retired military veteran in his 50s who suffers from PTSD. He was recruited into a gang stalking group by a former comrade who promised him that participating in the harassment of targeted individuals would help him get his adrenaline fix. Tom finds solace in the camaraderie of the group and the sense of purpose it gives him, but often feels guilty about the harm he is causing to the victims. Emma is a college student who was introduced to gang stalking by her boyfriend, who is a member of a local gang. She enjoys the attention and respect she gets from being part of the group and often brags to her friends about the missions they go on. Emma is aware of the harm they are causing to the targeted individuals but doesn't seem to care as long as she is getting what she wants. These are just a few of the personality types who choose to participate in this malicious illegal activity. There are additional profiles of gangstalking perpetrators that we will discuss later. In conclusion, we have found that these individuals, unbeknownst to even their closest friends and family members, have underlying mental health concerns generally associated with their personal self-esteem. Oftentimes these are individuals who seemingly have all of the attributes of stable, sincere, and successful lives. Whereas the underlying issues with their personal development are hidden well. These may be traumatic concerns that may have occurred as children or as adults where they feel like they have been mistreated, abandoned, or neglected in some way. So with many, their participation in such activities serves as a catalyst to reclaim what they believe are emotional bridges to support the reasoning for the unprovoked and unwarranted malicious behavior. Hurt people. In reality, they are forcing strangers to deal with their own self-defecating emotionally crippled issues that could and should have been addressed in more affirming and positive ways other than it being based upon someone's anonymous call to action to cause organized harm and grief to a stranger. The old adage, misery loves company. At the end of the day, the targeting is not only about the gangstalking of innocent individuals who suffer through the torture, character assassination, invasion of privacy, and malignancy of being labeled a targeted individual. It is also about targeting the perpetrators who are recruited based on profiles the instigators have developed and find compatible with their agenda. These are weakened individuals who carry out the instigator's agenda without question. Their agenda: to empower people who themselves are in need of emotional, mental health help to implement the dirty work. The proverbial boots on the ground. A true recipe for disaster and a travesty to mankind. Beware. Just because your phone number is on the so-called approved list, doesn't mean that they won't turn on you and your family members at the drop of a dime as well if it meets their needs. Remember, there is no honor amongst thieves. Question their motives and your own as well.